Hello and welcome back to Retro Rampage. We're here with episode 45, and we've busted out the PCEngine again. We're going to be playing Blazing Lazers.
Classic shooter for the TurboGrafx/PCEngine that will go down in history as one of the best shooters ever, and definitely for this console.
Developed by Hudson Soft and Compile, released in 1989, which, when you think about what else was out that year on, like, other consoles, specifically 8-bit consoles and shit, I mean, this thing is amazing.
Smooth as silk.
The graphics are really, really clean in this. You never really find yourself having trouble discerning what's shootable, what's gonna kill you. Everything's pretty clearly marked, which is good.
It's very, very clean cut. This game was
It was based off of the movie Gunhead in Japan, and that's actually what the game was called over there. But for the American release, they just took out all of the references to Gunhead.
Just a regular pedestrian name.
And a generic fucking, okay, yeah, there's some sort of alien force, you need to destroy them because otherwise Earth will be destroyed, whatever. Very generic storyline. I mean, I can't imagine the Gunhead plotline being too intricate.
Yeah, but still, I guess it made sense in their audience market compared to ours.
Yeah, because we didn't get the movie, so they'd be like, what the fuck is this? Yet, in the manual, they still refer to the ship as the Gunhead, so...
Yeah, well, the locals, they just seem fucked up as usual, so that's pretty commonplace back in the day. So I'm sure they still do that shit now, but...
Yeah, because localization's usually like an afterthought. It's like, alright, look, we need to ship this to another country, let's make it snappy.
Yeah, just print the book out real quick, it's good.
But yeah, I mean, this game plays brilliantly. It looks fantastic, and the music in this first stage is really fucking banging.
Yes, I mean the music in the game's great as a whole, but this first stage just like gets you going.
Yeah, it gets you. It sets the mood for the rest of.
If it was '89 and I had a TurboGrafx, I'd be on my bike and playing this, thinking about this song and just trucking my ass down the street.
Yeah,
definitely a motivational little jingle.
There's 4 different weapon types. The number 1 is like your basic, bullets.
Yeah, missiles.
Start off with a single shot, and then you get double, and then you can get to like a more spread out pattern and all that shit.
Yeah. On a side note, the little orange or the little purple gel orbs are what pretty much upgrades your weapon, as well as getting the same number in succession. So that's what'll give you different power ups. What's weapon number 2? That's like the wave one, right?
Yep, 2 is the wave runner. That thing, it shoots a bunch of waves forward, and then when you move to the left or right, the wave bends, so that can actually be pretty useful. But for the most part, I stick with number 3 because it's this nasty ass fucking
Field Thunder, man.
Yeah,
fucking champ.
It just lights everything up. Now I got the pitchfork.
Yeah, it changes shapes and patterns. You get like the me and Malcolm fractals going. You get the chain link. You get the cum shot. You get the This is the pitchfork. What's the other one's like a spasm thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then the number 4 weapon is like this kind of. It's the
Ring Blaster.
Ring Blaster, and what it does is it's just like a rock that floats around you.
An orb, if you will.
It's more of like a defensive thing, I think, and personally, I never really found it very useful.
It kind of sucks, so I'm just gonna put it out there right now.
Yeah, your safest bet is gonna be this son of a bitch right here.
This or even the first 2, but number 4, I would just say the fuck away from that. There's secondary weapons as well, which you'll see that are abbreviated with the letters. There's S for shield, which Ryan currently has right now, which he just picked up another one of. Pretty much gives you a couple extra hits, which is useful in this game, especially in some of the hairier situations. The H gives you some little homing missiles, which is actually pretty useful too, but you don't get the assurance of having the shield. The F is full fire, which actually allows your weapon to change form, your main weapon. We haven't had much luck with any of them. The forms they change them to are kind of weird and awkward.
Yeah, like the full form for this weapon, it turns into like one beam that homes in on enemies and it just zips around the screen.
Like a snake-like pattern.
Yeah, but it has like a low rate of fire. Like it stays on screen for a good amount of time, but like, and I mean, I guess the damage is focused, but then like if you need it to hit something, there's no guarantee it'll hit.
If you're in deep shit, you're not getting anywhere.
There's no guarantee it'll hit what you need it to, so I kind of stay away from the full fire.
There's the M, the multi-body. That just gives you like some little ship buddies that follow you around and kind of shoot and mimic you a little bit.
Just like
not too bad.
They're like the options from Gradius. You know, they can be nifty to get some extra damage in, but for the most part, you're kind of just gonna want to stick with the shield because it gives you an extra hit, which is always good.
Yeah, you'll find in this game you spend more time avoiding the items you don't want than even the friggin' enemies themselves. Because this game is pretty generous with power-ups. Skip these balls for short words. Most of the boss designs are pretty interesting. Some of the later ones are a little more intricate and difficult. Obviously, it's only the first level's boss, but they did well with design. Pretty cool.
I don't want that.
That 4 out of here.
There you go.
There's level 1.
Certain power-ups you can shoot and freeze them. There are power-ups that rotate through all 4, like that one you just saw, and you can shoot it to freeze it and then get it while it's whatever you want.
There's also a glowing orb that goes around. That's a screen clear, which is, normal. It goes along with, you also have cluster bombs, which, pretty much anything normal in a shooter to be expected.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's your panic button.
We'll say that. Panic station.
Your panic station button.
Terrible news song.
God, I have that fucking shit bass riff in my head.
If you can't tell, we don't like that song, and it constantly takes turns getting stuff in our fucking heads, and then it drives each other nuts. And when one person forgets, the other person says something about it.
It sucks because, Muse has a couple, pretty good songs. They have some, heavy, nice rockin' songs, and then that one just fucking ruins it. Because it's just an ass-poppy fucking...
You remember how awful the video was?
Oh, God, yeah, they're wearing, fucking boas and fucking sequins and shit. How are they thinking? I know they're Canadian, but come on.
Not necessarily. Well, on a non-Muse,
on a non-wild tangent.
There's a weird checkpoint system. We haven't quite figured it out, and there's not much information about it. Every once in a while, you'll kill a certain enemy, and it makes this weird sound, and the sound dies out, and it makes this, I guess you could describe it as a glowing sound effect. And it gives you a checkpoint that if you die, instead of going to your standard checkpoint, you actually spawn right in that spot. It only happened a few times to us, and I haven't read anything online to explain it. So if somebody knows, please leave in the comments, because we don't have any.
Yeah, I have no clue, and I haven't been able to find out what it is.
Yeah, so if you know,
it helps you out, but I don't know what the conditions are for it spawning or anything like that.
So we don't rely on it. We just pretend it's not there.
It's cool if you get it, but for the most part, it's just I don't take it into account when I'm playing.
It doesn't matter for you. You never die anyway. I'm the asshole that always dies all the time. You're the shooter expert, not me. I've had to use that checkpoint a few times.
Get off screen. I think
this is more stressful dealing with that 4 than what's going on the screen right now.
I think if you shoot these enough, I'm just getting out of here. I don't need that.
It's gotta go. You can also change the gameplay speed by hitting the select button, which is pretty cool. I normally play it on Baby Alive mode.
Well, it changes how fast your ship moves. It's similar.
Well, doesn't it still scroll the screen faster? In a little bit of a sense.
No, I think it's just your ship movement. It works a lot like the Thunder Force games, which if you played them on the Genesis, or even Thunder Spirits on the Super Nintendo, which was just Thunder Force 3, you can change your ship's movement speed. So if you can destroy shit, you can set it to 4 and just blast around the screen, or you can keep it at a meager 2 like I usually do.
That's the default setting.
For this guy, I'm actually going to set it to 3 because he can, with those lasers, with those blazing lasers, he can nip you in the...
Yeah, we don't need that.
I don't need that shit. I'm just gonna launch some bombs in his mouth.
I think it took me a very long time to get past this guy. I think you did on your first shot.
Yeah, he's got a pretty basic pattern. It's just getting around those friggin' lasers.
Well, I get stressed out by his lasers, right?
And yeah, he's just the mid piece.
That would have been an exciting thing. I beat the level. And quickly shut down.
And the faces come out.
The angry little Dragon Ball / weird people with hat on faces. That was a terrible description, but that's all I could think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they are either. It's It's like a mechanized Easter Island head. I don't know.
It's like one of them fat Buddha faces.
Speaking of Easter Island heads, they're in this game. Like, I don't know.
Right. I think it was level 6.
I don't know if you've noticed, but in like a lot of like shooters and even like run-and guns and shit, just
anything late 80s, early 90s, Easter Island was like the fucking jam.
They were in everything.
Star Tropics,
Atomic Runner, Blazing Lazers. I mean, there's fucking tons of them, and they're in all these games.
They were in Bugs Bunny's birthday blowouts. They run at you real fast.
Yeah, I don't.
They were in Super Mario Land.
Yeah, I don't get what the deal was with Easter Island heads. Like they were just all over fucking gaming.
It was the YOLO of the 80s. It's the Easter Island, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure Wildwood and all the shore towns.
Yeah, it's just a picture of like an Easter Island face. Wildwood, 1989. Seniors, 89. The Easter Island head.
You know what we're gonna do is Retro Rampage. We're bringing it back. We're bringing back the Easter Island.
We're bringing back Easter Island heads, man.
We're gonna go there on a trip and just go to that random island. Take pictures. Put it on a photo bucket and Twitter and Instagram. Get that shit back out there.
The world's gonna fucking know about Easter Island heads again.
Hell, it's probably a condo complex by now. They probably leveled that fucker. Oh, here's the leg spread guy.
Yeah. You kind of gotta just hit him and quit him.
Hit it and quit it.
Wait till he opens up his legs, drop a bomb in there, spray him up.
Definitely not suggestive at all.
And then get the fuck out. Ooh! I thought he was dead.
He's getting aroused. He's getting moist.
Get out of here! That little bastard was giving me the works.
You shot your super sperm in there, and now it's over with.
Yeah.
There was definitely a little innuendo in that one, especially the pink tinge in the end.
Little victory dance. On to Area 3. This place is where it can get a little gooby, in terms of there's a lot of fucking shit going on at once, and it can be hard to keep track.
Yeah, I get a little nervous on this level. And
yeah, because
the boxes that take the hits.
It's the damn fucking onion rings that they're blasting at you. Yeah, fucking Funyuns.
The Funyuns are little mini SpaghettiOs.
And then all the power-ups that I don't want.
3 1s in a fucking row. Get out of here. And that's the multi-body.
That's
multi-port.
Multi-pass. Yeah, the 3 people that watch The Fifth Element will get that reference, and then
I didn't even get it. So you're fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell, I was going multi-port, which was a shit GM fuel injection system from back in the 80s and early 90s.
These damn UFOs. The key is getting them out of there as soon as fucking possible if you can.
Yeah, they get right up in your business, too.
These little towers that I'm just gonna stop killing because they fucking create power-ups I don't need. Those little towers, like if you're hurting for power-ups, you can let them spawn, and then they create like 4 gels. So they can actually be pretty handy.
Yeah, but the gels do hide the little fucking dots they shoot at you.
Yeah.
People like me were easily fooled by that. Oh, look, gels, yeah.
It's like in Smash TV when like a power-up spawns on top of a mine. It's like, yeah, thanks, asshole. Out of here. Look at all these gels.
For some reason, this level reminds me of the first level of Star Fox because I like the buildings.
Yeah, just like
completely unrelated. Nothing really else is the same at all. I don't know why. It's just kind of stuff.
No, but I see that. I see that. I have shit like that happen to me all the time, where like one certain specific element will remind me of like a game or a movie or some shit. And people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry. I don't know why it happened.
I'm actually doing pretty fucking good. I usually get, like, beasted pretty hard by these fucking UFOs, but I'm putting my best foot forward trying to take care of these fucking bastards. Damn fucking close encounters. Get out of here with your Simon. Communicating with Simon. Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, swing clear.
There we go. Merc some shit. I need an S piece. I got that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Ask you
Thank
shall
you.
receive, man.
And these little spin bodies are coming at me. My score is pretty ludicrous at this point. I'm pretty much killing everything. I have 7 lives, keeping a decent stock of bombs.
Cluster bombs.
For a shooter veteran, this game's probably on the easier end for you, but it is an extremely good time, whether you're amazing at it or not. You know, even if you're just wiping this game, you're still gonna have a good time. This guy can be a pain in the ass because these little spider guys, they come at you, and if
spiders.
Yeah, and if your weapon doesn't clear them out, they can clip you.
This is where
But
Field Thunder comes in handy.
yeah, that's where Field Thunder is your friend. Just obliterating. Just crawls up the screen.
See, there was no mid-boss for this level.
Yeah. I guess it's just up to
whatever
their
the hell they
discretion.
feel like
Up to
doing.
their discretion whenever they want to fucking hurl a mid-boss at you. I got the blue fucking Cheerios coming at me. Fruity Loops. Yeah, and this level's very reminiscent of like an Abadox or even like Life Force. What with the like internals and organs and shit, brain stems, biffing around this damn place. But as you can see, there's at least a pretty decent variety to the levels. You know, like the first 2 were like this, your run-of-the-mill space-based levels. And then you had the previous level, which looked like something out of fucking, like, Robotron or something. And then you got this level, which is very reminiscent of Life Force / Salamander / Abadox, The Deadly Inner War. Yeah, I threw the subtitle in there. Deal with it. I got gears coming at me. But this is pretty much Blazing Lazers. Eventually, later on, there is a bubble level, like in Gradius. So, I don't know if it was intentionally...
That level sucks.
Oh god, I know. I don't know if it was intentionally, like, to be reminiscent of Gradius or what, but I mean, it is a bubble level to a T, just like how there's big ones, small ones, there's ones that grow, there's ones that split, the whole 9 yards they're in there. I mean, talking about it, it sounds like it's a Gradius ripoff, but this game really does have its own merits. It does stand on its own. There's a lot of fun to be had. The soundtrack's very good. The graphics are clean as all fuck. Plays swimmingly. I mean, and surprisingly enough, the PCEngine / TurboGrafx controller is actually relatively comfortable. Decent size.
Plus, you got your turbo function.
The built-in turbo functions are a huge selling point. Now, I believe those eyeballs are a mid-boss.
And they're gone already. So
Yeah,
they were a mid-boss.
They were a mid-boss, if you could even call them that.
So, what would you want to give this rating-wise? I'd have to go like an 8.
I was gonna say I'd give this game an
fucker's
8 out of
fucking
10. It's not as challenging as some other shooters. So for shooter veterans, if you're looking for a challenging game, this isn't really where you're gonna want to look.
Yeah, you're gonna want like Gates of Thunder or Lords of Thunder.
Yeah, those games will give you the fucking works. So challenge-wise, I think personally for me, since I'm more of a hardcore player, I'd have to deduct some points for that. But overall, like music-wise, level-wise, enemy variety, the gameplay again is like fucking butter. So yeah, solid 8, solid 8 out of 10.
Price-wise, this is the American version. Obviously, you're playing Blazing Lasers. That's gonna run you, if you want a complete copy in case, probably I'd say on the closer to the $30 mark, depending on if you use eBay or a forum. Gunhead itself is more in the $60, $70 range. I tried a lot of titles for the PCEngine to buy the Japanese version just for like a different market. Plus, with the console, I haven't played both. But I found that for this particular game was actually cheaper and more cost-effective by the American version.
Yeah, there's a handful of games for the TurboGrafx / PCEngine that are actually cheaper for the American version as opposed to the import. So yeah, the price isn't necessarily quite entry level, but this is definitely worth picking up. So if you have a PCEngine, or in this case a TurboGrafx, definitely snag this one. It's a great time. As you can see, that boss was pretty fucking crazy looking, like a nude nemesis.
Yeah, which you just
Decimated. Yeah. But that's Blazing Lazers. It's a fantastic little title from Hudson. Gets the job done. And it's just
fun.
It's just a generally fucking great shooter. So definitely pick this one up. 8 out of 10 vodka bottles. And until next time, keep it old school.
Peace.
Yeah, this.
Fucking tiles. Oh, Jesus
You got
Christ.
you got the.
Fuck!
Oh God.
But I'm not gonna fucking make it through this.
Oh.